Yo guys, welcome to another video on the channel, and today I've got what is rumored to be one of the most powerful guns in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, and it is the brand new Ram 7 that did actually get added with the Season 1 update. I'm yet to use it in Zombies. As you can see, I've got it Interstellar in multiplayer, went and leveled it up, got all the camos done, but I'm yet to actually use it in Zombies, and I'm hearing a lot of really good things about this gun. One of the most powerful guns. It's really good at tier 1 without Pack-a-Punch. Tier 2, you need to Pack-a-Punch it once and it's going to fry zombies, and also all the way up to tier 3, and even the Dark Aether, this thing is meant to be very good. So what we're going to do is our normal, we're going to find some zombies in the tier 1, maybe do a bounty, and just sort of see what it can do in the tier 1 zone without any Pack-a-Punch or any upgrades, and then see how it actually does get on once we start upgrading this gun. But before we go any further, I just want to say a quick Merry Christmas to everyone that does celebrate it. It's just gone Christmas now. I'm back on the grind, making more videos, and I had a great Christmas. Nice little time to reset. Some good time with some family and friends, and now it is back on the grind. We're not here to mess around. So let's test this Ram 7. Okay, I mean, it's not ramping about in tier 1. It really isn't. This isn't Pack-a-Punch. We've got no upgrades on it or anything. It does feel very powerful. I can't lie. It does feel powerful. As you can see, I've got a rare Wraither tool, Pack-a-Punch 1 crystal. So we can do all of that pretty quickly. We should get this thing upgraded nice and quickly, and we can actually start testing this gun out in the higher tiers. But of course, before we go any further, I want to see what it does in tier 2 without any upgrades, just to see the sort of damage we're looking at. And then obviously once we Pack-a-Punch it, we can test it in the tier 2 zone and see what it's like once it is upgraded as well. But yeah, really enjoying Zombies still at the minute. You guys seem to be enjoying the Zombies content, and I'm going to continue making it because I'm having a lot of fun. I was getting to a point where I was a bit lost on what sort of videos to make. I didn't know where to go with the videos. I was getting a bit bored of Warzone and all that sort of stuff. And you guys have just shown crazy love on the Zombies videos I've been posting. So I'm definitely going to continue posting Zombies videos as long as you guys keep enjoying them. And hopefully you will. And as I said before, and as I always say, if there's any guns you want to see me try in Zombies, please do let me know in the comments. If you want to see me go and level them up, Pack-a-Punch them, all of that sort of stuff, let me know what guns it is you want to see, and I'll go ahead and do those. Yeah, there was an infested stronghold that we just ran through. It really wasn't too difficult at all. I'm not going to lie. We seem to just fry the zombies in the tier 1 zone. And as you can see, we're right next to a tier 2 zone. So let's jump straight into this and see what sort of damage we are going to do in the tier 2 zone against tier 2 zombies without the gun even being upgraded once. So we've got a couple zombies that have just spawned in. Let's just see how quickly we are going to take them out. I mean, it's not super fast, but I'm not going to lie, it's not terrible. Considering there's no upgrades on this gun and we're in the tier 2 zone, I don't actually think it is that bad at all. I'm not going to lie. It's one of the more powerful guns that I have used in the tier 2 zone without any upgrades. But of course, now that we've just melted a whole bunch of zombies, what we are going to do is go ahead and chuck on the Pack-a-Punch and see how quick this is going to start melting in the tier 2 zone. And it's just like it was in the tier 1 zone. It's going to absolutely melt, which is exactly what we thought. And that's absolutely amazing. Again, it's only Pack-a-Punch 1. Once you start Pack-a-Punching this to tier 2 and tier 3, this gun is going to become absolutely unstoppable. And luckily for me, I've got some teammates grinding out the contracts, so I haven't got to. They can go and do the contracts, get me a bunch of money, and then all we've got to do is put this gun to the tests. Yeah, as I said, with this gun, what I've heard is actually very good in all tiers, like even the Dark Aether. And that's still something that I need to go ahead and do my first grind of. I've not yet gone into the Dark Aether. I've not quite, as you guys have been seeing from my Zombies videos. I'm still getting to terms of tier 3 and like fighting Mega Abominations properly and all that sort of stuff. So I don't quite want to jump straight into the Dark Aether when I know there's a good chance I'm just going to go in and die off the rip. So want to get a decent squad together for that. And also, if you guys need a good squad for that, feel free to join the Discord and see if you guys can find anyone in my Discord to actually grind the contracts out with. And I'm sure there'll be a bunch of people in there that are happy to help you out. Yeah, I need to find myself that first team to get into the Dark Aether zone and go ahead and grind it properly, kill the red worm, and just see how good we can do at that. But as I mentioned, overall, really enjoying Zombies. You guys do seem to be enjoying the Zombies videos that I'm posting as well, which is amazing for me because I'm enjoying it. It's the videos that I'm actually enjoying making and wanting to post as well. So the fact that you guys are enjoying them, it just makes it so much more worthwhile for me because it means I'm having fun with the videos I'm making. I'm actually enjoying the recordings that I'm doing, and then I'm getting good results because you guys are also enjoying watching them as well, which is absolutely amazing. So I do appreciate all the support on the videos, guys. Like, genuinely, everybody that leaves a like, leaves a comment with any sort of feedback on what I could do better in the game, or just how I can find things a little bit faster and things like that. I really do appreciate all the support, and of course everyone that is subscribing with notifications on and returning for the other videos that I'm posting. You guys are the absolute goats. But yeah, we're going to run through some bounties and some contracts, get this thing up to tier 3 Pack-a-Punch, and see what sort of damage we can start doing. So I mean, even against the mercenaries, this thing is absolutely melting. It's not going to mess around. It's going to do the job that it needs to do, and it is going to fry the mercenaries that are going to come up on us. So as you can see, the mercenaries literally don't stand a chance. I'm going to drill this safe, just see if we can get anything nice out of it and get us progressing a little bit further through this game. And of course, I do still need to finish my Borealis grind. I have not yet finished it. I'm not too sure why. I just really slowed down on it for some reason. I was really flying through it at one point, and then life just got in the way. I got busy with actually making videos and doing other things, so I haven't quite had time to finish the Borealis grind. I do want to get that done in the next week or so. Ideally have it before 2024 does start. That would be the main plan. And then that just means we can just sort of try out all the different guns and all the different builds and pack a punch them and all that sort of stuff and just see how we do get on. Because for me, that's one of the most fun things. Like, yes, going for Borealis, you're going to try every gun. But realistically, I'm just doing some cheesy strat to actually be able to finish it nice and quickly. Like just grinding Outlast contracts or Spore contracts or something like that without actually trying the gun out too much. So it'll be fun to actually try the different guns out with all kinds of different builds and genuinely try them in all the different tier zones, having a tier 3 pack-a-punch with a legendary tool on and all that sort of different stuff. So that part will be fun for me, actually trying the guns out properly and just seeing what we can do with them. And like I said, if you think there's any guns that I should be trying out, please do let me know in the comments below, because I'll be more than happy to go ahead and try them and use them and get them up to tier 3 pack-a-punch, all that sort of stuff, if you guys are going to want to watch it. And if you guys think they're going to be good guns, or even if there's some stupid builds that genuinely aren't going to be very good, but you think it'll be quite funny to make a video on, again, let me know in the comments and I'll go ahead and try it. Okay guys, so as you can see, we have now got enough money to pack-a-punch this bad boy up to tier 2, which is of course exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and pack-a-punch it straight away, try it out, and then see what it's like in the tier 2 zone. And as you can see, we have got a Hellhound, which isn't ideal because we want to test it against zombies, but it should be absolutely melting, which is exactly what it's going to do. This gun is ridiculously powerful. I didn't expect it to be this good when people said it was good. Like, it actually melts, especially if you've got it like the right tier pack-a-punch for the tier zone that you're in. Like a tier 2 pack-a-punch in tier 2 zone, this thing absolutely melts. Like, genuinely fries the zombies that are going to come near you. But let's have a little look at what the tier 2 pack-a-punch can do against the tier 3 zombie. Let's just see. I mean, it's... wow, to be fair, it's not bad. I've definitely used a lot worse guns than this. It's really not too bad. Against the armored zombies, it's a lot slower, I'm not going to lie. But against the standard zombies, it's not too terrible. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I have definitely used a lot less powerful guns in this game against the tier 3 zombies when they're tier 2 pack-a-punch. But of course, our main objective is going to be to tier 3 pack-a-punch it. And then we can really start testing it in that tier 3 zone against Mega Abominations, Bosses, HVTs, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we've got a tier 2 Disciple we have got to try and kill right now. So let's see how quickly this thing can melt the Disciple if we just focus purely the Disciple. I mean, it's not going to be too... okay, it is actually kind of fast, I'm not going to lie. It is now getting through the Disciple. Oh, Hellhounds actually annoy me in this game. There's something about Hellhounds that just might be the most annoying things in this game. But let's try and get a couple shields on and we'll take out this Disciple real quick. I mean, it is absolutely melting through the Disciple, and there it is. There she goes. Disciple is gone. This thing is not messing around at all. It's actually very powerful. I'm very impressed with how good this gun is. Okay, so it took us way longer than I would have wanted. As you can see, we've only got 15 minutes left of this game to actually get enough cash to be able to tier 3 pack-a-punch. But we finally got there. My teammates were pretty useless. They didn't really do much. They just kept going down, and I kept reviving them, and I just got to the point where I ended up eventually just leaving them because they weren't exactly helping out in any way. But we have managed to get enough money to tier 3 pack-a-punch this thing, so hopefully we'll be able to run in, quickly do this before the zombies do appear. Tier 3 pack-a-punch on the new Ram 7. Let's see how powerful this is going to be in the tier 3 zone, and we've got a fair test because they're all right behind us straight away. I mean, it's not going to mess around. It really isn't going to mess around. It's going to absolutely melt through our opponents. Zombies don't really stand too much of a chance, which is absolutely great. That's perfect, considering we are in the tier 3 zone. I don't want to be messing around. I don't want them to have much of a chance against me. So let's now try and let's see what these guys up here are doing. We can maybe join a team, try and get some more contracts together, take down a Mega Abomination, all that sort of good stuff. But I mean, overall, I'm very impressed with how good this gun is. Like, I know a lot of people were telling me, Harry, it's a good gun. If you've not used it, try it. But this thing absolutely melts. I'm not going to lie. It's actually very good. I'm very impressed with how good this thing is. Hold my drill charge real quick. Thank you. So I'm going to just run around for a little bit, see what sort of damage we can do, see what trouble we can get ourselves into, what shenanigans we can get up to. Wow, is there any more Hellhounds that want to come at me right now? Because they are honestly going to make me lose my mind, these Hellhounds. And honestly, Disciples can stay away from me as well. I'm going to try and sort of join up with a different team in tier 3, just because then I shouldn't go down as easily. Hopefully, we can stay up a little bit longer. That should hopefully be a good plan. We're going to try and join up with this team that are just in front of me, see if we can get any help there. So both my teammates decided to go down in the tier 3 zone. I'm going to try and res them, but honestly, these zombies are rapid on me right now. I'm not going to lie, they are super, super fast. Let's pop that down, see if we can do enough damage to actually take some of these out. An insta-kill is going to come in clutch. Means we can just melt through these. We should be able to go and get our teammates back nice and easily as well now. That was an absolutely huge play from me. I've managed to clutch that one up. One of them is, I believe, full dead, and the other one needs reviving, I'm pretty sure. No, we're going to be getting both up. Perfect. That is absolutely beautiful. Get some of these contracts done. I do maybe want to try a bounty, see if we can get a Mega Abomination as a HVT, and see what sort of damage we are going to do against that. But, I mean, even in a situation like this, like, you can quite easily get yourself out of it and just melt through the zombies, whether it's hip firing, ADSing. It doesn't really matter. This Ram 7 is going to do some serious, serious damage, especially at tier 3 Pack-a-Punch in the tier 3 zone. It's going to absolutely melt the zombies you're coming up against. Okay, so we have got a bounty target to actually try and take on, which is going to be a Mangler. So we'll see how quickly we can take a Mangler down in the tier 3 zone with this Ram. So here we go. We're coming up on the Mangler now. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to this thing, even from a distance. Wow, it's going to absolutely find me from a long, long range there. Need to see if I can try and get a little bit closer to it, try and do some damage. My teammate seems to have backed off and isn't sort of helping me out with this fight, which is annoying because it just means I've got to try and deal with about 65 zombies that are all following me right now. My teammate also seems to have gone down. It might be the one that's further away, actually. And this isn't ideal. This is not ideal. I have totally just ran out of ammo. This is not the ideal scenario to have found ourselves in. Hopefully, some of these zombies I killed a minute ago did just drop a bunch of ammo, and I can pick some of it up at least. And it looks like all they dropped was plates, which really isn't going to help us out. We'll pop that down then, try and take out a bunch of them zombies, which is exactly what's going to happen. Give me some of that ammo, and then I can really start focusing on this Mangler that's in front of me. So it's not doing an obscene amount of damage. It's not doing crazy, crazy, crazy damage. I need to sort of back up here and just try. My teammate's left, which isn't ideal because that would just leave me in a 1v1 situation against a Mangler, which wasn't what I was trying to find myself in. Okay, so he's going to catch up with me. He's going to catch up. We'll just back up. I've run out of ammo again. I've got 41 bullets in the tank, which is not ideal because I don't now know what I'm going to end up killing him with because I don't have the ammo to actually take him out. Okay, guys, so overall, the Ram 7 seems to be very powerful against zombies. I mean, once you get to, like, the HVTs and things like that, seems to slow down a little bit. The damage doesn't seem to be as good as it is against the zombies, which is the case with a lot of guns in this game. You get some guns that are bad against normal zombies, but really good against bosses, and then some guns that are good against bosses, good against zombies and then bad against bosses, which seems to be the case for this Ram 7. Doesn't seem to be too great against the higher value targets. But unfortunately, it just seems I didn't quite get the squad or the lobby for a tier 3 run. Like I said, I'm still not too confident in tier 3 on my own, which is why I like to try and find other people that are in tier 3 so that I can join up, squad alongside, and actually be able to take out a lot more of the zombies than if I was just on my own. But if you guys have any advice on how I could actually grind the tier 3 zone better and actually do a much better job at being in tier 3, please do let me know in the comments because I will take all your advice on board for the next game that I do go into, and the next video that I do make on a certain gun. I will hopefully be able to actually improve my game, go into the tier 3 zone a little bit better and actually do a lot more damage. I'm going to try and pull off a quick rescue mission on my teammates, see if we can save both of these, and then hopefully manage to get out of the game safely as well. Okay, so there's one teammate we've managed to get up. Now it's just focusing on the one that is down the bottom, of course, in the most annoying place they could possibly be. We've got a Disciple pulled up on us. That was some awful shots from me. We managed to... Oh, we've turned the Disciple into a teammate, which is even better. Let's just now see if we can pull off this revive here on this teammate. There's no zombies around me that I'm aware of right now, so we should be able to get this up as well. We do get someone else come in to actually help us out in the tier 3 zone as well. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of going to do us, I think. I think we're going to just try and get out of the zone now, try and exfil somewhere. You know, play it safe, get out with the loot that we've got, and just get on with it. But yeah, unfortunately, weren't able to test it against like a Mega Abomination or anything like that. We just didn't happen to run into any. And like I said, I'm not going to try and chase one on my own because I know it's not going to end well. I know I'm not super confident in tier 3 and I know my abilities. But like I said, if you guys have got any tips and tricks for me for the tier 3 zone, please do feel free to let me know in the comments below because I'm happy to take on any advice that you guys have got for me if you think it's going to help me out and actually be able to grind the zones better and just overall play zombies and do better in zombies. Here we go. We've got a Disciple there. See if we can just drop this. I mean, the damage that it does is pretty nuts. Did we manage to actually kill the Disciple? Yeah, the Disciple did get dropped there, which isn't too bad at all. I managed to melt that nice and quickly right there. Another one has just spawned in, though. Do I want to fight another one? Not really. Kind of want to go an exfil right now. But yeah, I've actually enjoyed using this Ram 7. Very, very powerful gun. Very impressed with how good it is in game. Like I said, against the HVTs, it's not super, super broken. Like, it's definitely more powerful guns against the high-value targets. But overall, I'm very, very impressed with how good this Ram 7 is. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video that I have made today. If you have, be sure to smash thumbs up, subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on if you do want to keep seeing more of these, because it does help me out if you guys leave positive feedback on it, or just any feedback in general. If you guys enjoy it, let me know in the comments, leave a like. If you guys don't enjoy it, or you think there's something I could do a bit better, then let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to go ahead and try and implement it into the other videos so I can make these a more enjoyable experience for you guys to actually go ahead and watch. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go ahead and exfil, but I appreciate watching. Have a great rest of the day, and I will catch you on the next one in a bit.